Five, four, three, two, one.
Hey everybody, do you believe in me? I believe in you. I believe in the magic. I believe in energy, camaraderie. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Karma plus camaraderie.
No, how do you say it?
Camaraderie.
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 I've never been able to say that word.
Which one
Yes,
though?
you
There's
have.
two
Teach
words.
me. You
Which
gotta
word?
try.
Camaraderies.
Oh, camaraderie. Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yes.
Camaraderie?
Yes.
Well, then there you go.
Correct.
That's good.
You know, I've been in this country for 3 years. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
just
With
moved
my
here?
English, no accent or anything.
Wow, amazing.
Do you believe in me? I believe in the magic, and I believe in you, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Bob. I'm the captain of the ship. I'm pretty special. I test well. People like me.
Yeah.
I show up into a room, and I'm shiny. I'm a shiny human. I'm fat. I'm a little ugly, but cute at the same time. And we got Gilbert Malondo.
That's my last name. That's my real last name.
And we got fucking George, the way he dresses. Hey, Bob. Hey, George. We got
That's
Khalyla, my girlfriend, and my bestie. She's my bestie, everybody.
Tremendous.
We got Bryce, and we got something on the beanbag, but we also have a very special.
Is that a homeless person?
I don't know what she is. She's like
She's getting
old
groomed.
school gypsy.
Old school
from the
gypsy.
1800s.
No, new age gypsy.
Yeah, but I've seen photos of gypsies.
Yeah.
I think I see Jenny. I think she's been around for a long time.
She's like a
Whatever her
Highlander.
name
She's
is.
like
Her name is
300 years
Jenny.
old.
Yeah. Jeannie, Jenna.
Jeannie.
That's her name. But we have a very special guest today. She's on a new HBO show coming out called, what's it called?
Here and now.
Here and Now. And she has been she's on another show. What's that one on Netflix?
13 Reasons
13
Why.
Reasons Why to Live and Die in LA.
That's a sequel.
Yeah, it's the new sequel.
Yeah.
Sosie Bacon, everybody, clap her hands. Clap your hands for Sosie Bacon. You know, I've never met Sosie until just now.
Oh.
Well, you didn't meet her the last
never
time you
met
picked
her.
me up from.
I never met
That's
her.
right, because you already
Never
left,
met.
yeah.
And
I had already left my own party.
Oh, you had left your
Last
own
time you picked me up from her party, that she
You
was
picked me
at.
up from her party, but she had
You
already
weren't
left.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did.
I met the dog lady.
that?
Bettina.
Oh, Bettina, yeah.
Yeah.
Your friend-
She put down my dog.
Oh.
That's a fun story.
Wait, how old was your dog?
So he wasn't old. He was not old. I had to put him down for a different reason.
AIDS?
It's a really, really
I think it was
depressing
It's sad, yeah.
story.
It was a
What
really
was
sad
it?
story.
So he actually attacked a person, so I had to put him down. Yeah. And Bettina happens to kill dogs in their own home as her
Wait.
job.
Hold on. Wait,
She's
what?
a hospice vet.
Is she Chinese?
No.
Okay.
Oh god. No, she's a hospice vet.
Yeah.
Her company basically goes to people's houses and puts down their dogs like in their own
Environment.
space and environment.
Yeah.
Because they feel at ease at home.
Yeah, and it was so I knew who to call, but it was nice. I mean it was horrible. I
Yeah.
mean it was really horrible, but at the same time the fact that it was like in the house and we got to like hang with him the whole day.
Let me ask you something. So
Yeah.
what had happened was this. Your dog wasn't sick.
No.
There was nothing wrong with your dog.
No.
And because some fucking asshole, right, looked delicious to your dog, right?
Yeah.
And then the law, they say you have to put it
Yeah,
down.
you do.
No matter what.
Well,
And it's a person. Yeah. Unless you can keep it on the
That-
hush.
You got to change that law. I've never even heard of that
no,
fucking thing
in
before.
this particular situation, it was actually a choice because he had done it before and it was like the second or third time and the person was really hurt and also a 90-year-old woman.
Oh, wow.
So like all of these kind of factors, it got to the point where I was like, it's got to be done.
Right.
She didn't come after us or anything. She was like super nice about it, but it was, I don't know, it was just like, it was kind of time.
And he was
with
a
him.
rescue, right?
He was a rescue.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a.
Pitbull.
yeah,
That's the thing.
I know.
Yeah, because if it was.
Being pitbull is like, I'm not getting racial, but is kind of being like African American in this country.
God.
I mean, like, if you think.
Is that racial? I mean, I'm not. Listen, I'm for it.
I understand
No,
the
I'm
parallel.
for the Black Lives Matter. I'm a minority.
I see the parallel
We
you're
know
trying
you
to
are.
say.
Yeah, but just listen to my parallel, all right? I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be racial.
Yeah.
But they're kind of the blacks of the dog race.
Yeah, like people
Treated wrong. Yeah.
They get treated like shit. And because the pit bulls that I've met
Yeah.
We fostered one.
We
Oh,
fostered.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Pongo.
Pongo.
Shout out to
She's Olivia now, not
I
Pongo.
don't fuck it.
Okay.
It's Pongo for life.
Pongo.
Your
have two
Balthasar and
Balthasar
and Tolstoy.
who are both. Well, Tolstoy's a really problematic dog because we didn't really know his history
he has
either.
A retarded hand.
He does. He
It
has
goes
a
like this.
twisted paw.
I've seen the picture.
But the same thing
retarded.
is he doesn't like.
He's had it hard. He's
Yeah.
like really struggling.
You okay?
And
So,
he's-
Yeah.
Poor guy. I hate it.
Why?
so she's breaking down everyone.
Don't break down.
I gotta say, I just love dogs with like disabilities. I just want I have this. I met this one dog with a cleft paw, and like every single time I see a dog, like there was this dog with a crumple head. Like his head was half of his head was crumpled in,
Oh.
and I was like. I'm on my way. Like I can't not have it. I got in the car and 2 seconds later they posted that he was adopted, and I was like, thank God, because I really
She's
can't
like that
have
too.
this dog.
Do you follow the Instagram account of Squish, the dog?
No.
Okay,
What's Squish?
his face is so mangled. It looks like
Oh,
he was shaking and somebody took a picture of him.
Relax.
Please pull it up.
Oh,
Squish the dog.
so he looks like Eric Griffin. Just with the way you described it. Was
Eric is
Griffin.
very symmetrical.
Oh,
Squish
he just looks
is
like a squishy, fucked up face. I fucking hate him.
Man, you're so mean. But that's very sad
And-
about
and
your
just-
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate telling people because it's like I don't want them to have that stigma because they are such great dogs. It just depends, you know.
Yeah.
Any dog could have problems.
Yeah.
Look at Remy. Remy, this little guy who's a Yorkie
Yeah.
mix, has problems.
Yeah,
Oh, big
exactly.
problems,
He's
yeah.
just small, so it's like fine.
Yeah. So we laugh when he gets aggressive.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, we laugh, and I think I don't know. I mean, this is a tough thing, fostering this guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a heartbreaking.
I just told Khalyla I'd take him.
Are you being for real
No,
now?
I'm serious. I have a dog that looks like him without the eyebrows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chester.
Well, Sosie, I mean, that would be
A dream.
A
I mean,
dream for us, but
She takes them on the plane. Like she travels with dogs
Yeah.
all over her on the plane.
I travel with the lab and the mutt, like the lab and the little one.
Yeah.
Where do you live in a house? You live that house over there. Mm-hmm. What was that? What area is that?
Frogtown.
Yeah, Frogtown.
What, they're not gonna stalk her.
Frogtown's
We can just
the
say the
best.
area.
I'm about to
Frogtown.
move, so it's fine. I'm moving in a week.
Still in LA.
Oh, you are.
So I'll give you the address.
The real address. Fuck over those people.
I want to say something about you because first impressions are very important to me, especially. I feel energy from people. I'm kind of an evolved creature myself. I feel, you know what I mean? I kind of have kinetic.
Seventh sense.
Yeah, I have 9.
Shit. What are the?
No, I don't have the 7 or 8, but
So
I do have 9.
You
I skip 7
6,
and 8.
7.
Yeah, I have 4, the normal ones.
Yeah.
Did you
6,
skip?
5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have it, but the 9th one I have.
And that's-
9, and I have part of 10.
That's how evolved you are. You can choose.
I can choose.
Choose.
Which is the half?
My-
What's the half 10?
The half 10 is that I can kind of read birds' minds.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Can you wait? Explain that.
What?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, when I see, like the other day, we saw a hummingbird,
okay.
right?
Oh, with a red neck.
With a red neck. And I know for a fact, number one, the realtor who was checking out a house. Shut up! We're checking out a house, and he goes, I've never seen a hummingbird. I go, because I have the 10th half sense.
You brought him there.
I brought him there. He came and goes, what's up? Buy this house. Right?
And
And I went, later. And it was like that kind of a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I have that. I have a little bit of 14 too.
How high does this go?
What?
How high does this go? How many
I can, my 14th one. Do you want to hear that one?
Yes.
You can probably have to delete this out.
Well, let's,
Then I really
I'll
want to
listen
hear
to
it.
that one later.
I can sense how much a retard drools.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
So that's
So
the
what's-
14th one.
Wait, what's
Mark
5,
it.
6, 7
God.
that you're missing?
I don't know. I don't even
You
know those
don't
ones.
know them
Because I don't
unless
have
you
'em.
have them.
Oh
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, Sosie.
Interesting.
But here's my first impression of you.
Oh God.
It's gonna be great. Because I didn't
Keep
even,
it watch.
honestly, like when I've heard about you for a year. Okay, I've heard about you, and so I go, I refuse to Google her. You know, I refuse to. I didn't know what you look like, but you have, when white people have
Oh yeah.
that the eye thing,
Yeah.
The
you
little-
have a
the
happy
sparkle.
eye.
The cute.
Sunshine
Right?
eyes.
You can't hang a minority.
Oh my
I can't
God.
what?
You can't. You know, what I mean, you're one of the good whites.
Oh,
We
the
call
good
them
vibes.
GWs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
I
was
thought you were saying you can't
No,
hang with minorities. I was like,
No,
fuck.
you can't hang them.
God, you must be right. I'm horrible.
And your teeth are fucking
Fantastic.
exceptional.
Great
thank
size.
you.
Great size.
Perfect size,
Yeah,
gum
tooth-
ratio.
tooth to
It's
gum ratio is
great.
good.
Perfect gum,
It's
gum
wonderful.
ratio.
Guys.
And you do kind of look like your dad.
I know
Yeah.
I do look like him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's
people
always
don't
like-
know.
Oh.
Is it who's your dad?
Tell us who
Can
you
you-
are.
You know what? I didn't want to even bring it up, but fuck it, you have to.
She doesn't want to say it though. You say it.
Well, your father is Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I'm so happy I got out of saying it myself. I just don't
My
like
dad
saying
is-
it myself because
Yeah.
there's no way of like making that sentence not so awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Kim.
Yeah.
Like it's never
You sound like you're name dropping your own dad.
right. Exactly.
Right.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
always like.
And
"You
I've never
say
seen
it."
any of his movies. I'm a huge fan of the Bacon Brothers, though. Yeah.
You are.
Never seen. No, I like them. So, what is that like? Are you like as a kid? Are you consciously like my parents are famous?
Yeah, I think I always knew ever since I can remember, but I grew up in New York, so it was a bit less of a big deal. Like people knew, but then like got over it really quickly, and then I had known all my friends for so long that it wasn't like an exciting thing for anybody.
Yeah.
I think it probably would have been weirder living out here because everybody's parents are in this business, and I
Right.
think it's just a different way of growing up.
Yeah.
In New York, it's like finance people and like I
Yeah, yeah.
Lawyers.
they all like go to work all day and then
Yeah.
come home at night. Like it's different. So, yeah, I mean, I was always aware, and I think my brother and I just always had a pretty like, just we weren't excited about it. It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
So we kind of were just like, we'll roll with the punches, you know.
Right.
It's weirder as you get older a little, and as you get out here, because people are a little bit weirder about it. I think.
Right. What do you mean weirder though? They're like, oh my god, that's Kevin Bacon's daughter.
I mean, no, I don't know.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's his offspring.
First
Oh
of all,
my
yeah,
God.
exactly. First of all, I was so not like ever. They are so not like in the tabloids, and I grew up without like social media till I was kind of older. So it's not like, you know, like those celebrity kids that like you've seen them grow up and
Yeah.
like Will Smith's kids or something. Like,
Oh yeah.
my life like could not have been more different from that. So like in that way, nobody really cares. Like I'm not recognizable to anybody.
Because your parents, I'll tell you why, and your parents are working actors.
Yeah.
There's a difference between, I believe, working actors and people that are in that other thing, which is like a Kardashian kind of like pop culture hoopla, right? I respect real actors who like, I'm sure your parents don't audition for shit, but they get offers, but they still are doing the work. You know, your dad has done all kinds of fucking
And her
crazy
mom,
shit.
too.
And your mom, right? Like when your dad was in that X-Men movie, it was the German guy. Oh my god, he was. He spoke German and everything in the fucking thing.
He had like
Oh,
a crazy
yeah.
German teacher that used to come to the house, and she was a German teacher, and then also she would like train the dogs.
To do what?
No, real.
No,
wait, you
seriously.
got the trainer. Wait, she was there for the X-Men movies.
She was his German teacher for the movies because
Voice
he was
coach,
like, you know,
okay.
yeah, he's the type of person that like will go in, like he's gonna get like the he's gonna try to like learn German. You know what I mean? Or at least
Yeah.
like do as well as
Yeah.
he can. And so all of a sudden she started like yelling at the dogs in German, and we always had like crazy dogs, you know, like the whole like having the crazy dog didn't start with me. Let me just say.
Passed on.
Like we've always rescued like fucking bananas. But anyways, she started like yelling at the dogs in German, and my dad was like, "What was that?" She's like, "Oh, I'm a dog trainer. I can't do a German accent. If I tried, it'd be embarrassing."
Yeah.
And so she would like kind of do like a catch-all, just like sesh with the dogs, and then try to teach him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bang for your
Weird.
buck.
exactly.
So weird.
I actually wonder if he like paid her for both or what. If it was like different services.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think. Did you grow up with hardwood floors? I thought I saw a video with your dad in it at home with the dogs. He was with dogs.
Yeah.
It was hardwood floors. Did
Yeah,
I get
in
that
New
right?
York,
In
yeah.
New York, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
At the apartment.
At the
You
apartment.
remember that?
That's an
So many
interesting
dogs.
fact
Because
to remember.
whenever I see
Yeah.
celebrities in their home,
Yeah.
I remember watching that one going, oh, it seems like a regular house.
Yeah. It's super like
Yeah,
it's
like I
nice.
didn't look at it and go, oh, he lives in a fucking future mansion.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
glass
Right.
walls,
It's like,
yeah.
it seemed like hard wooden floors, just homey looking. That's where you grew up.
Yeah, well, I actually was born. So my dad first lived in Connecticut in this like super rural town, and then I moved. I was born and I lived there till I was like 6. We didn't move to New York till I was like 6 or 7. So I grew up really in Connecticut and in this little house that he had bought when he was like 20. Like it was really
Wow.
yeah. But I mean,
Damn.
he like made extensions. I'm not trying to say that it was like this like
Cottage.
no, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone had a room. Like it was nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not like mince words here.
Yeah.
It was a struggle.
But from what I gathered from Khalyla though, your mom and they just tried to instill morals and ethics and a work ethic, and
Which is really hard
they
to
didn't
do, I
give
think,
you
if-
everything that you wanted.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think like as an actor, I think obviously you guys know, but it's like people think that if you reach this certain level, like the money is just never ending and you have everything, and it's like you still have to like he took a ton of jobs that he probably wouldn't have taken. So did my mom. Like you have to pay so many people out, and like it's not it's like, for example, like some of my friends, like they had way more money than we did, you know, because they were like, it's not like they were like finance people, like I said.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
really know what they do, but
Mysterious
some sort of
finance
money.
people.
I don't know what I'm like. I don't know. Money,
The
I
dollar
don't know.
people.
But you know what I mean? Like it's like it is like you were saying, like it's a job where you have to work. I think once you get to a certain level, like maybe not, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you get to like when back in the day when Will Smith was making 20 million, or DiCaprio for sure, 20 million a movie, and he's booked for 10 years. He is. I mean, there's projects waiting
Right, totally.
to happen as soon as he's available.
Yeah.
But that's what I respect about your dad. Your dad is a journeyman actor, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I grew up with him, starting with Footloose.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I remember watching Footloose as a kid, going, I like him. I don't know anything about him. I
He
like
had
him.
the sparkle eyes.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could hang with the white people. He could hang with the minorities.
Yeah. You have his eyes. You know, and
Back to your eyes again.
eyes are a big thing with me.
Yeah.
You know.
Did your parents not want you to get into acting, or were they pretty open to it?
I think like I don't know. I think they sort of slipped little things in, like, don't do this, it's really hard. Don't do this, it's really hard. But I think I kind of was like, okay, I'm not going to do it. And then once I actually decided to do it, they were super excited and supportive. Like, they weren't like, you're making a big mistake. Like,
Yeah.
it was just that I think they went through, it's just a tough business in a sense. And I
Right.
think they just were protective over the rejection and
Yeah.
the challenges.
What
in
were
it.
other options swimming around in your head if you weren't going to be an actor?
A finance person.
Just a finance. Yeah, clearly that wasn't going to happen because I don't even know the name of the job. I was thinking of being a therapist or a social worker or something like that. You know, the other option if you're not an actor
Yeah,
that
yeah.
everyone says.
Yeah.
But you know what's also, because I've met children of stars, and some of them are like pieces of shits.
Yeah.
Like, I've talked about Eric Douglas. Michael Douglas is one of his sons, right? He was like this, like he was a comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He was
but he
a
was.
comic? I didn't
know
He
he
was
was
a
a comic.
gay old comic, and we got so sick of him that this is gonna sound awful, but his dog was a bastard. And I remember when Freddie Soto threw his dog into the street.
Oh my
my
god.
God.
Yeah, but he was being an
my
asshole.
God.
Wait, hold
Eric
on.
You're
The
gonna make Sosie
dog or
cry.
Eric
You're gonna make
Douglas?
Sosie cry.
No. If it's about the dog, I'll cry. If it's
Eric,
about the kid, no.
Eric Douglas.
Yeah, but what the fuck did this dog have to do with... The dog didn't do open
He
mics.
he threw the fucking dog.
That's so sad. I feel
No, you didn't meet him though.
Yeah, but what did the dog have to do?
He was like wild and not good.
Oh my god.
Shout out
So
to Eric Douglas.
fucked up.
Well, rest in peace, Freddie Soto.
And the dog he killed.
No, he didn't die.
Oh, he didn't.
No, he just threw it, and the dog came and ran back down
Oh,
the
it's-
sidewalk.
oh.
Oh, it was a
Okay,
game. It was like
It's a
fetch.
game.
It was fetch with your
It's
body.
a fun game.
Yeah.
All right, it's a
God.
Sunset fucking Boulevard Hollywood game, guys.
Hollywood.
You don't know about it? But anyway, he was I remember him being. And then Francesca Hilton. Did ever
I
talk-
remember her. But R.I.P. too. She just
She died.
passed.
She died too. So rest in peace, Francesca. But and then when I first moved to LA, that's what I met. Is crazy children of Hollywood stars, and I go, oh, I'm never gonna. But then I met, Oliver Hudson. I'm on a show with Oliver and his parents. His mom's Goldie Hawn, and, you know what I mean, and his sister's Kate Hudson, and he also, Kirk Douglas was his stepdad. They were strict, and that's why he came out the way he is. You've met him, super nice, good work ethic. He has no star thing, right? He doesn't. He just wants to work. Yeah. His kids. He kisses them on the lips and stuff.
I think that's normal.
No, but that's cool.
Yeah.
They love him, Dad. You know what I mean?
I still kiss
Go
my
to your
dad on the
room.
lips.
You know what I mean? That kind of guy.
Hold on,
Yeah.
you don't kiss your dad on the lips? I kiss my mom
but he
on
used
the
to
lips.
do a little Korean tongue.
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah. No, it wasn't cultural. I looked it up. It wasn't cultural.
He told you it was cultural.
Yeah,
but it was.
yeah. He used to go like that. It was
Your
so
dad
gross.
did.
Respect.
We're going to take a moment for our sponsors, guys.
Everybody check me out. I like to eat good food. Like Blue Apron in my tummy. Fresh. Destroys it.
High quality.
High quality.
Convenience.
Hey guys, I love Blue Apron. You guys know. We've been eating it for a year. We get it delivered every week. It's clean, fresh food. It's easy to make, and it's just a company that, when we talk about ads on the show, it's one of those things where I just feel like real confident about Blue Apron.
You guys, for 8 weeks, ending on February 26th, Blue Apron is teaming with Whole30 to bring you delicious recipes. Our menu will feature 2 Whole30 approved recipes each week, like seared steaks and warm lemon salsa verde, with roasted broccoli and sweet potato and chicken and kale orange salad with spicy tahini dressing. Kickstart your new year with Blue Apron and Whole30.
You guys gonna do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it.
Of course we're gonna do it.
Guys, Blue Apron is treating TigerBelly listeners to $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/belly. So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off with free shipping at blueapron.com/belly. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
All right, we're back.
Wow, I love that. Whatever.
And
This
what was it?
Blue
Was it
Apron
Blue
was
Apron?
Blue
fantastic.
Apron's so delicious.
Was it good? Was that?
Have you ever had Blue Apron?
I
You
think,
see, you had
I had it
it.
for a while, and I loved it so much.
Now say yum.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sosie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you moved to LA when?
I moved to LA like 5 years ago.
So
I left
recently,
college.
then.
Yeah,
Oh.
I left college after 2 years, and I lived in New York for another year, and then I came out here.
Now, when you first got here, was it hard?
Yeah, I mean, it was hard in the sense that it was good because I was getting auditions consistently from the beginning, which is like super lucky, and I'm very thankful for that because there's a lot of people that don't have that opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I have an argument against that, though.
Really?
Yeah, my argument is this.
What?
When people say, well, they have a leg up because, their dad is whoever, whatever, right? But you still have, number one, have to book the job.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
for sure.
that's number one. And number two, it's still brutal.
Yeah.
It's still brutal. And number three, I promise anyone listening right now, if you want to be a musician, if you want to be a comic, if you want to be an actor, just be good, regardless of who your parents are, and you will have an opportunity. Look at me. I haven't done anything in my life. You know me. I'm the laziest fucknut in the business. I don't write. I don't wake up.
He doesn't wake up.
I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. I don't even go on auditions. I just kind
You
of
try to fight it.
I fight them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the reason why I believe is because I tried. I did it. And so Sosie came here. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with it. I mean, you might be able to get an agent quickly.
Yeah.
But you still have to get the fucking job.
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I would say that's like the one sort of step where I can say, like, the getting of an agent is something where I'm like, yeah, that was definitely had something to do with my name, and also the fact that I had an opportunity to do some acting when I was younger,
Right.
based on it. So that's like definitely. But aside from
Who
that,
did you
yeah,
sign
like
with,
you said, Coner is the Coner agency.
Oh, Connor, yeah.
And that's like you know, like you said, it's not going to get you a job. And
Right.
I never thought it would. And I went in for all these auditions and I really sucked. Like, I really sucked. And I realized I have to go do a bunch of work and then maybe I'll be good. So I just went and
There
did a
you
bunch
go.
of work and then I got some jobs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I realized, like, this is not going to work. Like, I can't just go in and, like, fly by the seat of my pants, which I think, like, everybody realizes at a certain point.
My thing is this. I used to memorize everything inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be in the lobby. I'd sign my name. And I would sit there and I would think to myself, don't call my name, don't call my name, don't call my name. Right?
At the audition?
Yeah, in my head, right?
Yeah.
And then they would go, all right, Bobby, you're next. And as I would stand up, everything's gone.
Oh, God. I know.
My arm.
Every
is
line,
sweating.
everything is gone. And you're like, I fucking memorized this.
It's like a nightmare.
How come I don't know it?
Do you
And I
need a-
walk in there, and all of a sudden, I'm like reading it off the page because I had it all memorized, but for some reason, it's gone. And then they go, "Thank you,"
I know.
and you're shaking like this, and you leave the room.
Fucking handshake.
And
hate
I
that.
literally go. I ask her. I've been in my car in tears, and going, "What the fuck happened? You fucking pussy! You can't do it.
I know.
Oh, what's wrong with you?" And then, you know, beta blockers helped, but still,
Shout out to beta blockers.
but still, I had one where I'll say it now. I've said it before.
Yeah.
Amy Poehler was in the room, and I walked in, and Amy does this. She starts because I know her. She starts introducing me to everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's great. I love.
She
He's like-
hyped you up.
and started hype.
Yeah,
and
you don't
as
want the
she's
hype up.
talking,
You don't want the hype
I'm
up.
literally going, I don't know it now.
Like, it's all gone.
It's all gone. And then when and then I try to fucking lie at the end, and I said, "Oh, I should have prepared." And she went
Oh my god.
outwardly.
no.
And as I left the room, I had a bottle of Smart Water, like the long one. And as I'm walking, it was on Universal. I had to walk like a mile and a half to get to my car on that lot.
Yeah.
And I was banging my head with the fucking bottle of water, and I literally started bleeding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I started bleeding into my eye, right? And I just thought to myself, maybe you shouldn't be doing this.
He's really hard on himself.
Yeah, maybe this is not the path the Lord laid out for you. Maybe you should have been like
A farmer.
koi fish farmer, or you know what I mean, or picked rice like your ancestors,
Finance guy.
finance guy or
Finance
whatever,
guy.
right?
Have
and
you had
then-
any nightmare
no.
auditions?
How do you treat yourself after those?
That's such a sad story. I'm so sorry that happened.
Well, I have so many of them. You're gonna fucking
Do you
I have a
always
bunch.
nail them, or do you walk out of
No,
there like,
oh my God, I don't always nail them.
But
no.
do you get upset?
I mean, I think so. I think like the worst is when you really, really want it, and like when there's somebody cool and great in the room, because those are the ones that you inevitably just totally shit the bed.
Yeah.
Like even the other day, I had an audition, and I'm like, I'm on an HBO show, like banging, whatever. Of course, like that's what you think like for a moment, and then you're like, I'm trash, I'm worthless, I'm a horrible actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of go in like, oh, they should be lucky, and then it all goes away. But I walked in and I had prepared this whole. It was like a 3-page monologue on my own. It was for this big movie, and the woman was like walked in and was like picking her sweater and like barely looked at me.
Oh,
And like had like a stain on her sweater, and I was like, all of a sudden like, oh, see, that just threw me off so much that
Yeah.
it's not going to be good. And it's like, it's just funny because I think I'm just so sensitive that if someone isn't nice to me, I all of a sudden get into my head like they hate me. I'm horrible. Like, I'm not cool. I'm not funny. I'm not interesting. Like I must be the literal worst person on the planet who doesn't deserve love. And then like all of a sudden you have to like
love.
say a monologue. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck, dude. And like I had memorized it like that, and
Yeah.
I lost it. But I was like, you know what? Honestly, when I leave those auditions, I try not to do that. I try not to beat myself up too much. I just try to go, it wasn't meant for me. I think if it was someone
you
I
do
liked that
spiritual
much
shit.
though, if it was someone I like respected and liked that much, I think it would be harder. But I haven't really been in the room with like that many.
He always assumes people are always talking about him afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
It's so funny, but it's
and they're all snickering in a corner, about like
yeah, because
what a shitty job
I'm a
he
crazy
did.
person. I'm a crazy
Yeah.
person.
Well, it's your addiction.
But but there's two that I get called in because I always do okay. It's Wendy O'Brien, and
She's really nice, right?
yeah, she's the
Yeah.
best, right?
Right.
And Allison Jones. And the reason why I like them is because they set out candles,
Yeah.
and there's not 1,000 people waiting to sign up. It's always
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, me and Brandon Ruth are in the lobby. Oh, you know what I mean? No.
He and fucking Superman.
Yeah, no, him and I auditioned for the same role.
Superman?
Yeah, not Superman. No, I wouldn't have got that.
You should have.
I know. It would have been
Can we make an interesting choice for once?
Oh my
That would
God.
be amazing if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
cast the next Superman or Batman is Bobby Lee.
They are trying to
That would
recast
be
Batman.
amazing.
They are trying to recast Batman.
But like, just like whatever.
But play it
That'd
as
be
real
so
as I
good.
could.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this
There
idea.
is-
Say where's Rachel?
What?
Say where's
Where's Rachel?
That's amazing.
Fuck, I can do it.
But seriously, why do they always do that voice?
I think they have to. I
That's
think at
his
least
voice.
Batman
God
does.
damn it.
Okay, guys.
That's
he has
so
to.
see, that's his voice.
I'm not good at like the comic stuff.
the comics.
Yeah.
It's like the finance guys
I don't get
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
So I think though, like when they give you a lot of love, like you always do better.
That's what it is.
You need
That's
to get a
that was
lot
my
of love.
point. My point is that if it's sterile
Mm-hmm.
and there's 1,000 people auditioning for the role and you have to wait there for 3 hours,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I feel like that's sort of, if I were a casting director, I would want everybody who walks into the room to live up to their maximum potential.
Yeah.
I want to see what's really out there. Because if you don't set them up for success, you're basically, it's counterintuitive to the project.
Yeah.
It's counterintuitive to the whole process of getting the absolute best person.
Yeah.
Because if you're making it so hostile, you're getting the person who can work through the pressure, but not maybe the most talented or, perfect person for that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, I'll
For
tell you
sure.
that, but also when you get an offer, it's just as stressful.
Oh, that's right.
And they have
That's
to
right.
perform.
Yeah, because I had to do, so I got this show that I'm on, but they go, you're doing the network table read,
Oh God.
and
Yeah.
you have to kill it, because if you don't, this is the first time everyone's seeing you,
Oh my
you might
God.
get cut.
Yeah.
Dude, the table read thing is
Oh
brutal.
my God, so brutal.
Because you're like, everyone's like, by the way, you might get fired. Okay, go.
yeah.
What? I'm gonna get fired off
Yeah,
this
people
shit?
don't know. Yeah, people don't know that people get fired off of table reads.
And it's the most awkward thing. There's like 50 people in a room and you can't act anything out. You can't you're reading what everybody else is doing. Is everybody else playing it supernatural or is everybody else like going for it?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. It's
Or if you
so
look also
bad.
underneath, so there's a table. If you look underneath the table and you look at all the actors' knees and what they're doing with their fingers, from the waist up, they're fine.
Yeah.
No, they look professional. Down there, there's urine.
Yeah.
People are fucking picking their fucking
Shit.
blood,
Shitting their pants.
shitting their pants. I mean, it's terrible.
It's like, have you shot a couple episodes of your show yet?
Not 8 of them. Yeah.
Okay, so isn't it funny how as the season goes on and the table reads, like people aren't even reading the script before they get there.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
like totally cold, like I don't want to go.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
the season's
yeah.
gone, they're like,
we
they're
don't-
firing me now, bitches.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
episodes in.
Oh,
Yeah.
they'll replace me still.
No
He's still
way.
In my head,
He's
I
gonna-
still will
Could
get
they
replaced.
possibly
way.
replace you with?
Ken Jeong.
You guys are so different. You
They're
look
gonna
so
they're
different.
gonna get him.
If they were able to reshoot all that movie, what is it? All the Money in the World.
Oh yeah.
That was meant for Kevin Spacey, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
shot it
Yeah.
with Christopher Plummer. If
Yeah.
they can do
Oh,
that, they can fire him in episode 7. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No way.
Or maybe cast me as that part, the Kevin Spacey part. Yeah.
Yeah.
As the
That
old
would be
white-
awesome,
That'd be
too.
awesome. Yeah.
I like
Mix
these
it up, Hollywood.
ideas.
Yeah. I did this one table read where for the Dictator, and I walked in and I literally, because Nick Kroll did it too, and I looked at him and I go, I can't do it. I'd never seen. It was Larry David. It was Gary Shandling.
Oh,
it was
God.
all
Heavy
these
hitters, yeah.
heavyweights just sitting there in the audience. In the audience, they were in the right. And I walked in and I'm looking at everybody,
Yeah.
right? And I'm going, I don't know if I can do. I barely did it. Sometimes you just have to I'm barely gonna do it.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Like all of this stuff, this like mental stuff that you go through sounds like horrible, but and like personally debilitating, but like do you actually feel that it's hurt your career?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I've had casting directors go, he just can't do it. He can't act.
And when I first met him, he wasn't going to auditions at all. Zero.
Because you were just like, you couldn't.
No, I just couldn't get myself to do it.
Right.
I probably cancel 95%.
95%.
That's insane.
Wow.
He just started going to auditions again. 2
When I
years
met
ago.
her,
Wow.
when I met her is when, because she's, I need her to go, you're a fucking pussy.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You told, dude.
I just said
for
buy
problem
a,
child.
I just said buy a lottery ticket, right? If you want to.
Okay, I get an audition for this sitcom called Problem Child.
Problem.
Right?
It's a Spanish telenovela. Problem child.
And we go to the NBC, and we talked about this before, but she goes, I'm not going, I don't know it. And she goes, if you don't go in there, you're a pussy. We fought. Remember we pulled over?
They did this in a car.
In a car.
Because
and then,
this was his normal routine, is either he would pretend to sleep through his alarm and say, oh, I missed it.
That's good acting, though.
I do that a lot.
But then-
Very good acting.
That's a
You're
good
like,
one.
don't open your eyes. Don't
Right.
do it.
But then soon when we were living together, then he couldn't escape it. So then I would wake him up. And then on the way there, he would find every single reason as to why he shouldn't go in. Like we would be in front of the casting office, and he would say, "No, I'm not going in." And we would get into these full-blown wrestling matches in the parking
like
lot.
almost physical fights.
Yeah, because
And so for this, I go, I'm going to read it off the page. So I walked in there and I just did this. Right? And I left. I got it.
You did? See, this is what I was going to say. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, all these things, and
I just
it's
got
crazy.
it.
But the truth is, you must be so special
No.
and so good
No.
that it does that,
No,
that you
Sosie,
made
no.
it in
What
spite
it-
of that. I'm
In
serious.
that specific case, the fucking showrunner is a friend of mine. And he told me, he said, that was the worst, but
yeah.
that was the worst, but
We friends.
I convinced everybody that, but they still tested me a week later.
yeah, when
Remember
I
they-
did, you
and
were
you were
great.
and I
better.
killed the
Yeah.
test.
But you have to believe that there's this talent in you that's making it so you're getting these jobs.
Right, because he had worked with you before.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knew what you.
Oh, I
could
want to
do.
make an announcement before I forget.
Bobby standing up, everyone.
If you're a comedian and you see me at a comedy club,
What happened?
stop saying you were great in Star Wars.
Oh. They keep going with the Kelly Marie
Every
Tran joke?
fucking comic, great in Star Wars, dude, and then they'll laugh. I'll go, that's funny.
Heard
Wait, I
it
didn't see
100
Star Wars.
times.
What happened?
There was a
Amazing.
chubby, amazing Asian chick.
So fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great improviser.
Eric Griffin, the other night, he goes, because I brought him up. It was sold out room. And he goes, one more time for Bobby. He goes, great in Star Wars. Huge laugh. Right?
Room
and in the
died.
back, I go, fuck you. Like, I've had enough. It wasn't a funny fuck you. I go, just fuck you. Like that. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah. All right.
Let me
She
see.
doesn't have a mustache. I'll talk about that. Let me just say this, okay?
She's actually really cute.
She doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's what sucks about being Asian in this business, because anyone that is sort of in, I was in Vegas when American Idol was big, and these three girls came up to me, and they go, "Can we have your autograph?" I go, "Sure,"
no.
and they go, "We love you on American Idol." They thought I was William Hung.
Okay, that's fucked up. No, that's where you draw the
And
line.
that girl was
Because
Sosie
first
Bacon.
of all, that guy got so fucking abused. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Didn't deserve any of that. They
What are you
really.
talking? I'm going to argue with you.
They made him look.
I know, but can I say this, Sosie?
That's the only way he.
Sosie,
What?
just listen to me. They didn't go to his fucking house, kidnap
No,
him,
but-
and go, come to this audition. That motherfucker waited 16 hours thinking that he's going to be a
Being
star.
sold on a dream, and then they manipulate all
What?
of them.
No. He shouldn't have been there, Sosie.
I know, but they manipulated them and they produced them and they made them look like assholes.
And that motherfucker, let me just say that right now. I'm not angry at you, but I'm just saying that that
okay, you can be
motherfucker
angry at
made a lot of fucking money.
I know, that's good. Laughing all the way to the bank.
He toured.
Did he?
He had Christmas albums.
Yeah.
Right? I got offered years after the three girls at Vegas to open for him
Really?
in Texas for $5,000. And I was with my Matt Blake. I was with Matt Blake, and my agent and I go, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like I gave him an Eric Griffin fuck you.
Wow.
Right?
Serious.
Because it was so insulting.
Yeah, the truly mad one.
Yeah. And then especially if I'm at the show and I bomb
Yeah.
and he kills with his singing, I would kill.
Can't kill.
No, his people go there because they know that it's shitty.
Yeah.
But they laugh and they still have a good
It's
time.
kind of like the disaster artist, like the
Yes,
room whole
that's
thing. Is
what
like,
it is.
is that mean or is that not?
Yeah.
It's not.
The question of life.
Now, what's that guy Perry? There was a guy named Perry where Comedy Central did a show. Don Barris did it, where they were making fun of like an open mic or comic, and they told him he booked a movie, and they treat him like shit. Right? They did a mock movie.
Yeah.
And they convinced
They
Perry.
pranked him?
They pranked him through the whole movie.
Oh my God, that's
What happened when they revealed to him that it was fake?
Like they did. It was funny. They did a scene where they go, "There's a sex scene," and he was like really excited. He thought he was the lead. He thought he beat Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt to this movie.
it's so mean.
I know.
That's mean.
But they did a scene where they go, because he wanted a body double for his stunt scenes, right? So then they gave him a body double for the sex scene with this really hot chick. And he's like, he goes, I don't get to do it. He goes, no, you said you wanted a body double. So he had to watch. He had to watch a guy make love to this hot chick right behind the fucking monitor.
You never caught on?
He never caught on. Where they put him in a dumpster for like 3 hours, like a really filthy dumpster because it's an action scene. You have to jump out of this dumpster. You know what I mean? But that was another prank show that was really mean but funny.
Yeah.
Because when crazy people when crazy people say that they're actors, or when crazy people say that they're a comedian or anything, and then you know that it's just that they don't have talent, that must be bothersome.
You mean like in general?
Yeah, because
Delusion.
because what it does is that you're somebody that studied the craft,
Yeah.
right? You're dedicated to the fucking thing,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like, you're at a party and like a bunch of douchebags are going, "We're actors too,"
I don't really go to parties.
you know?
Because I don't want to see anybody like that. Like LA is this sort of like oasis for me. I like have my friends and I only hang out with them. And when people are like, LA's awful, I'm like, yeah, because you're going to like a bar in
Right.
West Hollywood. Like
Yeah.
that's not a good choice.
Wow.
You know? Like I don't want to meet those people.
You do a shortstop.
I love the shortstop.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
You're that type
fine.
of girl.
East Side, like
too.
everything
Echo
about
Echo
them,
Park, Los
right.
Feliz.
You know,
Yeah.
like
The drawing room, is that you?
yes, of course. I love the drawing room. I've been there till 6 a.m. Don't they serve mimosas in the morning?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dark.
yeah.
That's a dark time.
I used to go to the Eurustic.
Oh yeah,
Rustic, that's dark too.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got
Also
shut down like
fun.
3 times already, and they just keep
Dude,
reopening
I
for like
know.
health code stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can see because cool people. I've seen Kiefer Sutherland there.
Oh,
I've seen
I saw your
Vince
best
Vaughn
friend
there.
there. Yeah, Vince Vaughn. I saw him.
Oh,
when
by
I
the
was
way,
younger.
he was at the drawing room or Yield.
But he would go. He would go to both. But
All that, yeah.
you know, Vince and he hates me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yeah,
thing,
and he.
yeah.
Why?
The other night.
Isn't
I
it
was-
cool to be hated by someone like Vince?
Yeah, it feels good. And the other night, I was leaning against the wall. He was there,
Oh my God.
and he walks up and he goes, "What's up, buddy?"
He talked to you.
And I go, "Hi, Vince."
Wait, why does he hate you? Can you tell me the story?
Yeah, tell her.
We haven't told it in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't told
It's
it.
like
Let's
se-
retell
that's
it. It's
like
a great
early.
story.
I'm ready.
That's early.
We haven't told it in a long time.
Yeah, let's
that was
retell it.
pre-video, possibly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pre-video.
Pre-video.
Push it, Sosie, push it.
Well,
100 episodes ago.
as you know, Sosie, I don't know if you know this, but I have 15 years sober.
Okay.
You're supposed to say
I
congratulations.
didn't know that question. Sorry.
Can you be
I'm
kinder
gonna
to your
say,
host?
you know what? I'm gonna say it again.
I'm like, okay.
okay.
Like, why did I have that reaction?
Like, not a big deal.
You know what?
Why?
I'm just gonna say it again, and then I want to see what your reaction is
Okay.
gonna be. Okay. I don't know if you know this, Sosie, but I'm pretty strong-willed and I'm just one of God's children, and I have 15 years sober. See,
Was that
feels
better?
It feels so much better.
Thank you, Sosie.
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you so much.
I feel better too.
Yeah. It feels so good. Thank you. But before I got sober, I was doing obviously drugs and drinking, and I was on my second year of a sketch show, and I met Vince. I met Vince because he would hang out at the Comedy Store, and then we became friends. We're like good friends, you know. And I would go to his house and play Madden and played charades. One time we played charades one night, and it was fun. And then one day he goes, I want to do stand-up. Let's do it in New Orleans. And I go, yeah. And so he had me, Dane Cook, and Ahmed do it. And
You all went to New Orleans?
New Orleans to do it. So Vince hosted. It was so much fun. But one night he disappeared, and some crazy shit happened. And when I got back from New Orleans, I was at Toy Thai restaurant, and I was there with a skater, Laban Phidias, and Andy Dick, and we were eating, and they go, tell us about New Orleans, and I started like detailing things that I shouldn't have said.
Same. What were you detailing?
Just a lot of things, like he disappeared, he was captured, he stole drugs from my backpack, whatever.
The big thing was that he stole drugs from your backpack.
Yeah. Which I didn't think was a big deal. I mean, in retrospect,
is that big of a deal?
But his sister was at the restaurant at the table next to
Oh,
her.
shit. That's like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm always like...
And he called me and he just said, we're done. Like, don't call me. And I wrote a letter to his sister. I did everything I could, but yeah, it's nothing now. We have a nothing relationship.
Oh, wow.
He was that upset because
He was
of
that mad.
Oh, maybe because of the perception that you were just talking behind his back. I don't
Yeah.
know if it was the details.
I mean, Vince is a very like, he's like Steve McQueen. Just ethics, like just simple ethics, like you don't rat on your friends, kind of rat packy,
Like, do you think that he felt like you were telling the story like...
Well, I embellished
on-
things.
Oh, okay.
So I might have embellished things.
Right.
I might have lied. But that was one of the catalysts of me getting sober. And so I got sober.
Oh, wow.
And I haven't touched anything since then because that was
Also,
that hurt me.
So it feels like something that you wouldn't like. It feels like something that you wouldn't have said had you been sober.
Oh no.
Okay, so then that's like kind of an amazing story, actually.
Yeah.
Like it's sad, but
Yeah, but because I honestly believe that he's so funny, and he really made me laugh. I can't even watch his movies. I just feel bad about it.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
hope
like,
he like knows. Like I'm sure he knows that you feel bad.
oh, he does. That's why he said hi the other night. I think.
I feel like he should get over it, Vince. If you're listening.
Yeah.
You listen to fucking Sosie.
But you know what? 15 years.
Yeah,
No.
that's a long time.
It's a long time. I've let it go. I've already, I mean, if he ever wants to be friends, that's cool.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't want to be friends with me, what am I gonna do?
So that's all that was said. You didn't talk afterwards. Just
Dude, no,
hey, and walk
I mean,
away.
a
from then
principle.
on, he would show up, and it was almost as if I was just furniture.
But you did apologize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incessantly. Is that how you say it?
Incessant.
Insensately.
Incessantly.
camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Listen.
Yeah. How come I never learned how to speak?
I think you speak just
No,
fine.
there's certain words I just don't know how to say.
What's another one?
I don't think you read a lot.
Is that what it is?
You don't read at all.
How would you say like? Oh God, I don't know how to spell it. Never mind.
Just
Try,
throw it out.
attempt.
Just, Sophie, just try.
ECC.
ECC?
Eccentric?
Yeah.
Eccentric?
He can't say it either.
Okay, so I have to say it tomorrow in an audition, and she says eccentricity, and I thought it was eccentricity.
No, it's X.
Okay, good to know.
I can't say it with the X.
Good to know.
Eccentric.
I can't say existential.
Existential.
It's eccentric. I always thought it was eccentric, right?
Eccentric.
Of course, I'm not going to get it right tomorrow because
Who
we're
cares?
talking about it.
It's one
Yeah.
word.
Say it was a character choice.
Yeah. It's one fucking
Oh,
word.
that story makes me sad. Vince.
You have
Listen, man.
you have no celebrity feuds.
Oh my God.
Sosie
no.
and her celebrity feuds.
I don't know any celebrities except for my parents.
One time my dad sent me to my room.
Yeah,
We haven't
literally,
talked
we're
since.
fucking feuding.
do you watch their movies and stuff though?
When I was really little, I watched. I don't know if you guys know about a little movie called The Air Up There.
No.
It's a definite bomb. I think it got like it was about my dad like goes to Africa and like meets the like tallest guy in the world and they play basketball. I don't know.
I'm intrigued.
It might be
remake it. I love
problematic at this point, but I don't know. I think it's fine. And anyways, I watched like he was shooting it when I was like 1 year old or something, and I guess my mom like was like, we should watch this movie. Like, it was when you were 1. I guess I was probably like 9 or something. And it's not a sad movie, but at one point someone was like yelling at him in the movie, and I just started sobbing. I couldn't watch like someone getting mad at my dad.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Even though I knew it was like fake. Like, it's not like I
Right.
thought it was real. And after that, my parents were like, you don't have to watch anything. Like, don't watch any of them, blah, blah. So I haven't really like gone back now that I'm an adult and like watched any of them. So honestly, I haven't watched any of them.
Don't watch Hollow Man. Your dad's mean in that one.
No, there was a movie that he did that I like, that scary one.
Is it Hollow Man?
Is it the one where he's digging a hole?
Yeah.
Not where he's invisible, right?
No, he's like a regular guy. He plays the guitar. He lives in a small town, like I think Boston or something. He gets hypnotized and he can see dead people.
Oh yeah. Is it with Charlize Theron? No.
No,
What the fuck is it called?
you know what I'm talking about. Though?
It's a
think so.
scary one.
It's a scary one. I love
Not
that movie.
the dreams.
It's not Dreams.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah,
But it's got a weird
you never
name.
saw it.
I don't remember. I'm
I haven't
not
seen
going to
hardly
Google
any
your
of
dad
them.
right now. Either. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
weird.
I love that
I
one.
haven't seen hardly any of them.
Wow, really? I don't know if my dad was, first of all, if my dad was in a movie, it would just be a comedy every fucking time. It'd be weird to see my dad in a movie.
Wait, didn't your dad? You have your mom and
my
dad
God.
on set with you?
Well, they did sketches,
How
right?
was it?
My dad, oh God, it's tough to talk about. My dad, I had a deal at Comedy Central, and so they gave me a deal for my own show, and I wrote my dad in it. So we were, auditioning people to play my dad, and everyone was just terrible. You can't find at that time an Asian man who could do an accent and be no comedy. They were all like extras. There wasn't a credible one that we could get.
Yeah, because
You-
no one had any opportunities
Yeah.
to play any parts.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
So they couldn't
Yeah.
practice.
Right. So I go, I'll just cast my dad. And people were like, all right. So we wrote him like a monologue, which is like an idiot thing to do. And my dad shows up and there's 1,000 people there. Like Comedy Central's there, everyone's there. And it's like in a house and there's cameras, like 2 cameras set up, lights. And we get my dad to the mark, right? And he can't say one thing. And then
so
he
sad.
whispers, you know what he says to me? Bobby. He goes, I don't want to do it.
Oh,
So I turn to Steve, I go, get him, go to the 7-Eleven, get him beer.
good son, good son.
Right? So we get him beer, get him drunk. And Dick Blasucci, the executive producer, is like, is this going to work? I go, I'm going to do line by line. So I just said, Dad, repeat after me. And that scene took 6 hours.
And
It
how
should have
did it
taken
end up?
terrible.
Oh.
It should have taken 20 minutes.
Yeah, but don't you see some parallels? Your dad was scared.
I don't wanna do
Sometimes
it.
You're scared.
Oh, it's true.
No, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
I don't mean to
no,
psychoanalyze.
no. That's the first time anyone's ever said that. And maybe you're right. He has the same mental disorder of like
mental hurdle.
That
Not a
fear.
disorder.
Don't call it a
Fear.
disorder.
It's a disorder.
It's not a disorder.
Yeah, it's not a disorder.
I'm flawed. I'm weak.
It's just like extreme fear.
Yeah.
I don't think it means you're weak.
Well, I mean, also Sophie, I can go on a set.
How is she Sophie? She's Sophie now.
Sosie. I get angry. Sorry.
Sophie.
Sosie. I've been in movies. I
No,
can
I'm
act.
not
I know
saying
what
you're
I'm
the
doing.
same. I'm just, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I've been in shows and movies and all that stuff too, Sosie.
Yeah, I'm
All
wrong.
right.
I'm wrong.
God damn it.
I know you have.
You know what? Fuck your teeth.
With those eyes.
Yeah,
with
and
those
your
eyes.
fucking crinkly eyes. Fuck you.
No.
I'm kidding.
You know what I
see
mean.
I
It's
know
like-
exactly what you mean. I know exactly.
I know you can do it though.
So do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Who is it?
My boyfriend's name is Troy.
I like the name.
Sounds like a football player.
That's a good name. Yeah, he was named after a football player.
Oh.
I don't know which one, but his mom was just like gave birth to him and then literally saw like a football player on the screen and was like, "That's a cool name," and then named him that.
Troy.
Yeah,
Really?
that's seriously what happened.
Good meaning.
What does he do? Artist?
He manages rappers.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he lives in your same area?
No, he lives in Austin, actually.
Good city.
So your
Yeah.
boyfriend lives in Texas?
Yeah. He lived here for a while, and then he moved to Texas.
Is that hard?
You know, it's hard. It's hard at times. It's a lot better now than it was at the beginning.
Weren't you guys just in Japan?
Yeah.
First time?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I had been. I had been for like one day, but I was really young.
A lot of Japanese people, huh?
Yeah, there were. Weirdly
Right,
enough.
Sosie?
Yeah.
No, it was amazing.
How long were you? Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I think like it's way out of my comfort zone. I'm just like not used to traveling that far away.
Yeah.
I spent a long time in Vietnam when I was like 16, but I think because I spent a lot of time there, I got to like get used to
Why?
it. I did like a summer program.
Your face.
Oh,
Why
you
the
did?
fuck were you in Vietnam?
I did a summer program there. It was a very interesting program. It was like, I mean, the stories. Basically, they took a bunch of like privileged white kids and were like, you're not going to like come here and just like party and get drunk and like, you know, co-opt the culture. You're gonna like they took all our money. They gave us $3 a day for food.
Oh my
this
God.
is
They made us,
awesome.
like-
I love it.
Yeah.
Scared straight kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
They
Vietnam.
made us like only use our phrase books. Like they never helped us with like
wow.
communicating with people. We had to like go get ourselves everywhere on our own. Like to the point where my best friend, we were on the night train and she was like shitting her brains out on the night train and there was no toilet paper. And she went up to the counselor who speaks Vietnamese and was like, can you,
Just crying.
how do I say toilet paper? And the counselor was like, you have your phrase book. She was like shitting herself. And then at one point I was lying. Like we would stay up like picking bugs off because like to know off each other's faces
Yeah.
while we were sleeping.
Wow.
Like but it was cool because like we got really into it. Like you kind of just get brainwashed into thinking that like your life is like just way too privileged and like you're a piece of shit. So you get home and like I remember my mom was like, oh, she got the wrong kind of cranberry juice or something. And I was like, what? I started screaming at her. I was like, at least you have cranberry juice.
How long were you like that for? Like a couple weeks?
So
Like
it
a couple
works.
weeks.
Yeah, and then
It
yeah.
kind of worked.
And no, for like a short period of time. I mean, maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe it worked for longer. Maybe that's always in the back of my mind.
Maybe no. I think it a lifelong influence.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
a great program.
You definitely do think about things differently though after.
love
yeah,
that.
of course.
Which is cool.
That's amazing that your parents did that for you.
I mean, I guess it was funny because it was such an expensive program, and they were like, "And you can have $1 a meal."
Wow, that's crazy.
I know.
If we had kid, would you send our kid to a program that was in
Vietnam.
I
like,
would take him to the Philippines.
No. If we did a program and
Hell yeah.
no, but they said it's in Aleppo.
Yeah.
Aleppo?
Yeah, I mean, I would not Aleppo
Okay.
now because I want my child in one piece when they return.
Yeah, but like a
not in like a body
war-torn-
bag.
no, like
yeah,
a
but
war-
maybe when your kid is older, it'll be like Vietnam. I mean, think
Maybe,
about
maybe.
if my
Right.
my dad was like, "You're going to Vietnam," he's like, "Wait, what?"
All
Like
right.
I grew up during the war.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Right.
this- like you know,
It's
like
different,
it'd be
yeah.
crazy if like we were sending our kids to like Iraq on a summer program.
Yeah.
Can you
Like
imagine?
North
But if you
Korea,
did
yeah.
that, right, and your kid lived,
Yeah.
right, then in a zombie apocalypse, we're good.
They know how
Yeah.
to survive.
They know how to
Well,
survive.
Let's touch on the whole zombie apocalypse thing again. So the entirety of this entire podcast for 130 episodes now, Bobby is insistent on one fact, and that he is the best and the best player in a zombie apocalypse, should there be one.
Okay.
Or have you seen the show Naked and Afraid? Mm-mm. It's basically two people
But I
are
can
cast on an
imagine,
island for
yeah.
21 days. They have to fend for themselves and all that.
I watched
Right.
Survivor.
Completely
Right.
naked though. The whole
Completely
time.
naked the whole
Yeah.
time.
That's wild.
He insists that he can at least last, he says, 7 days. We went on a fucking night hike last
Oh,
week.
I think I saw the Instagram story.
Vermont Canyon.
Yeah.
That's easy,
Yeah.
hike, right? One of the easiest
Sosie's
hikes
like,
in LA.
so easy.
20-minute uphill. Not even in like a steep incline or anything. Tell us what happened, Bobby.
What happened?
I can't believe the betrayal. I can't believe the Shakespearean sabotage that's going on in this house right now.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen up, okay? Papa is a survivor. Okay.
Papa is.
But when Papa has a girlfriend that makes him eat only vegetables, being a vegetarian, so I have no protein in my system. Okay. And I didn't even want to go on the fucking hike. But I did it.
Hold on. For the
Because I'm a good
record,
person.
I didn't
Look at-
choose to eat a lemon love cake for breakfast. You did.
Yeah, but when the options are lemon loaf cake or nothing,
Eat the cake.
eat the cake.
Okay. All right. So we go up Vermont Canyon.
Okay.
And I halfway during it, I couldn't breathe, and my legs started burning. I have bad knees.
Yeah.
Okay, and I felt like I was gonna die, and then I couldn't move,
Oh, damn.
and I just couldn't move, and I had no energy, and I sat on a rock, and I go, I'll just die here. I can't move.
You make it sound so simple.
What happened?
He was so pale white that you could actually
Oh,
see
damn.
him like in the dark.
In the dark, yeah.
So he was going hypoglycemic
Oh,
because he ate the
fuck.
fucking lemon love cake. And at first I was like,
Sugar.
he's just being a baby. And then I turn around and I was like, wow, I can
Wait,
see him
hold
in
on,
the dark.
hold on. You had it for breakfast, and then it
That's the only
still
thing that-
affect. Oh, that's all you ate all day?
Yeah.
Well, he also woke up at like 5 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's breakfast.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
breakfast for me.
Yeah.
And
I
then-
eat like 6 times a day
You do?
to 12.
You're a
6 to 12.
bodybuilder.
And see these? What do they call these?
Knees.
Yes. Yes, knees.
Kneecaps.
I have cartilage problems. So with the hypoglycemia,
Glycemia.
and my knees, right? I just couldn't move, and I was gonna die. And hey, bitch, can I say something to you, bitch? Okay. Sorry, I love you, but she was like, you said, you can't even make this hike. You can't do Naked and Afraid. Let me say something to you people, all right?
That's an attack.
Naked and Afraid, right, is on television. Okay, it's televised. I will do everything it takes to stay on the show,
Yeah.
right? And I know I can. If I get on Naked and Afraid, that I'll almost die. I know I'm gonna get eaten up alive by mosquitoes, and I'm not gonna eat and all that. But I'm gonna stay as long as the cameras are rolling because I think that it would be funny.
Your demise.
If me and
Yeah.
Michael Rosenbaum or some of my friends went out there and did the show, I think that it would be the funniest thing ever made.
That would be amazing.
Well,
I would eat
so
poop.
this-
I mean, I would do things.
we had to go
have to do that.
run back to the car.
Yeah.
Just eat food. Why do you have to eat your poop?
No, in Naked and Afraid.
That's like
There's no food.
That's like the one thing that has like no nutrients
Yeah, I
in it.
know.
Like it's just the waste.
Let me ask you this: Does dirt?
Your PSI rating would go down.
Yeah.
See, Bobby Lee
Yeah,
ate his own shit when he had a perfectly cooked lizard. Right?
All right, well, let me ask you this.
You're like, no, I want to eat
Does sand have protein?
No.
No.
You can't eat a rock.
Minerals,
No,
maybe?
It's a mineral.
Minerals.
Rock's a mineral. You get vitamins from rocks.
It's like a B12,
You can get a
no?
mineral. Vitamins is not a mineral.
it. You're like,
Can I
"This is a
eat-
perfectly good lizard?
I have to do this. No, but can I eat? I'm being real. What can you eat? Can you eat the leaves from the trees?
Of course.
There's
Foliage.
plenty things.
Bark?
Have
Can
you,
you eat bark?
have you watched it?
Why do you want to eat? Why don't you go for actual
Would you?
animals?
Do you think that you could last 21 days on an island naked?
Oh my god,
With,
I have no
you
idea.
got to tell her she gets to start with one item, though.
One item.
wait,
Most
what-
people live either bring a machete or a fire starter.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you start out with like a full bush, or do you start out with like a bald coochie and then like let?
Well,
the
that's
bush
your
That's
choice.
your
grow?
choice.
Your one item
That's
could be
player's
a
choice.
The bush
razor.
would be wild.
But they blur that
Why?
out. So
I don't know, just like if you started with like half and then let it grow, or if you started with none. Like
You probably want to have a bush for safety,
yeah,
right?
you're
You
right,
wanna
because
have
it protects from all the.
Not me.
Mosquito.
I
I would-
shave all my
You
shit.
shave it all?
You know why?
Why?
They'll never be able to see my dick. And that's real.
But what
They'll-
about the bush will grow back? That's what I'm saying. As in 21 days.
That's fine. That's fine. At that point, she's too hungry. My dick will disappear. But I swear to God, if I don't shave it in the first meeting, she'll laugh. 'Cause she'll go, "Do you have a pussy?" And I go, "No, it's if you look deep down."
I thought it was one
you-
guy, one girl. Why are there
you
two
the
girls?
yeah.
are you the girl from Star Wars?
Are you killing Mary Tran?
Yeah. So I would shave it all, and I would like. Can you bring like? You know what I would have?
What
Like
would
a
you?
tattoo of a naked woman on my like thigh, so I can kind of stay hard.
Just-
What?
Mid hard.
Your penis is just staring at the picture.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
I just want it to be mid hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's flaccid and it's not gonna be good.
Bobby Lee has not been helping his partner. He's been looking at his thigh. This whole
Yeah.
PSI rating down.
Yeah, but I think I could do 7 days.
Well, like, do they? I don't think I would be very good at that. I would be. I'm like I've. Like me and Troy went camping. We left in the middle of the night. Like we had everything sort of like I could figure it out, but I don't know how to like start a fire or any of that.
You
shit.
learn, so
You learn, but like, where do you get the information?
survival. They put you through survival training.
Oh, I think I'd be all right.
Okay.
What
You learn how
kind
to
of
do-
idiots do this show and like survive?
They
A
legit.
lot. 21
That's
days.
what I'm saying.
There's two ways to do it. You either really go out there and look for food, or you just conserve your energy for 21 days. So some women they just like hibernate, and they
Fast.
don't move.
Just fast.
And-
Wait, you're kidding me?
And I got inspiration because they had one Asian guy on it.
How'd he do?
So he was with a girl. She leaves after a day.
Oh, God.
She's like,
She got
fuck
sick.
this chink.
Oh, it,
All right. So you know what happened?
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know what she just, he had a little bit of an accent.
Where
He goes,
was he from?
I don't know.
Okay.
he's from Texas.
Yeah, but he goes,
So a
I
southern
don't know.
accent?
She didn't like me. Maybe, but I could do it on my own. Then they get another girl to do it.
Yeah.
She leaves after 2 days.
It's him.
He's just
And she
alone.
goes, I don't know. Nobody liked me, right? And then what he did was he just kind of hunkered down for 20 days and just sat there. It's raining. He made like a little hut.
Did he eat?
I don't even remember seeing him eat, but he did it through sheer
Did it by
perseverance.
himself? That's so
We're-
hard.
Dude, that's like that guy from fucking the Japanese army that stayed in that cave for 40 years.
In the
He thought that
Philippines?
he thought that the war was still going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
You hear about that guy?
No.
This guy during World War II
God.
was fighting in the Philippines for Japan, and he hid in a cave, and the war was over,
And he didn't go outside.
and for 40 years
God.
he just survived in that cave, thinking
He
that the war
really
still
thought
going.
the war would
was still-
last for 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did he think that?
And then finally they went there, and he was like 60, and they were like, "The war's over." He goes, "Really?" They go, "Really?"
He learned English
He
on
goes,
the way.
Really
Read
yeah,
books in the
got
cave.
really good.
Yeah, are you sure? Like, yeah, okay.
And that's it.
And he went back to Japan.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Survivor.
yeah, it's
It's
survival.
like holes.
Ah,
Remember that book?
yeah.
But wait, can I ask you something? I've been
Yeah.
thinking about this. What happened when you got like white on the hike?
We
Did
had
you,
to
like-
go run back to the car because he's like, I can't do it anymore.
Were
and
you
then we had-
hungry or what? How do you
Oh,
get
man,
that
it was
sick?
not-
He
it was
was like in a
beyond-
coma. He was hypoglycemic.
I
He was
couldn't-
on his
mean,
way.
though?
His sugar was so low, so he started losing his vision. He
That is
lost. He
insane.
was like on his way out of consciousness. So we had to go run to the car and then drive up the hike hill, the hill
Yeah.
into. Yeah, we had to pick him up.
Oh, you had to pick him up?
Yeah,
Oh.
in the dark.
Oh my god! Because you couldn't walk.
And then we went to a gas
Was it-
station.
and someone
I
stay
had
with
to.
you?
Yeah, so he was in the back seat. He was passed out, and then I went to the first gas station, got him a ton of orange
Alright.
juice, and
Yeah.
so
I didn't know that like happened when you only went like one day without eating.
I'm weak.
No, you're not.
Sophie.
You're not.
Sophie.
I go to restroom. Continue.
Where are you going?
Restroom. I got
Yeah.
so badly.
No, I'm not. Guess how old I am. First of all, did you Google me?
No,
How old am I?
I don't know.
Just guess.
Yes.
Just guess.
30.
No, I'm 46.
No,
Yeah.
he actually is 46. He's about to.
I'm almost 47.
She thinks you're joking, by the
No,
way.
yeah,
I can tell
I'm
from her
46.
face.
I'm almost 50. If you round it off.
I can totally
Right?
tell. She thinks you're
That's
not.
why when you were like, I grew up with your dad, I'm like, really?
Yeah, I did.
Like, this is the biggest fan. This is the biggest 30-year-old fan.
the 130-year-old fan of
No, he's so vivid in my conscious because I grew up with him.
my God,
but my
that's
point is that I'm an old guy, and I know that my face at times people go. So I still get carded for like going into bars and all that kind of stuff, but which feels good. But still, my body and inside is definitely 46. It's like I'm breaking down. I don't exercise. I used to smoke 2 packs a day, and I'm only now vaping.
Is that the jewel?
Yeah, for 6 months I've been.
Do they
I quit.
sponsor? Or?
Yeah,
Not, no.
Well,
they
they're
better.
kind-
You want us to keep talking about it.
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like when I ever smoke those, I like cough.
Yeah, it would.
And I smoke cigarettes like occasionally. But when I smoke that, I'm like,
because
It's
it's
strong,
it's a
huh?
drier kind of a
oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah,
It's strong.
but it saved my. I think it saved my life. Unless they find out that this is. I ran out of pot. Hold on.
shit! You're gonna run me over?
Sorry, babe.
I feel like the jewel will definitely sponsor you.
Yeah, we have all these like.
Do you smoke?
I don't, not really. If I smoke, I'll smoke like one a day for like a week and then I'll stop forever.
So can we talk about the show you're on HBO? So what
Yeah.
is it?
It's a show about It's about this family in Portland, and they adopted 3 kids, one from Vietnam, one from Colombia, and one from Somalia, and then they had one biological kid, me.
Oh, you're the
Basically,
biological
like
one.
Angelina Jolie's family.
Exactly.
But you're
But
like
are they
Shiloh.
are they
Yeah,
older now?
exactly.
Are they older now?
Who?
The Vietnamese kid and all that.
Oh yeah, they're older than me. So they he's like 33 in the show. My sister, who's the one from Somalia, is like 35, and then the other brother from Colombia is like supposed to be 22.
And they
It's
all
not their
live.
real ages, but
And they all live in the house or no?
no, I'm the only one that lives there.
That's a great premise.
Yeah, we'll see. There's like a good there. Well, I think it's a really cool show. There's like a supernatural element a little bit too. Did you guys watch 6 Feet Under or
I
True
love
Blood?
Alan Ball, right?
Yeah, so he
Alan
did this
he
one,
does
yeah.
it, right? Mm-hmm. 6 Feet Under is one of my favorite shows.
It's so
such a
good.
great show.
It's so good. That pilot's like the best ever.
Yeah.
I feel like it kind of changed.
Does it have that tone to it then?
It's definitely different. I don't think anyone would say it's the same kind of tone, but he's got his mind works in such a crazy kind of way.
Yeah.
That you're always gonna have that weirdness
Is
no
he
matter
nice?
what.
Is he nice?
Oh my god, he's amazing. He really is. He's the nicest guy, and he's just like a really
I'm
cool
such
boss.
a fan of his.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
super cool, and he's very
It's like meeting an Aaron Sorkin or somebody, like
Yeah.
somebody show running that, you know?
Yeah, no, he's really cool.
You did, when you first got it, were you nervous to meet him or no?
Oh man, I was terrified.
Yeah.
I had 4 or 5 auditions for that.
Wow.
And I just
That's
had to
a lot.
I had to work like I had to prepare to the point where almost nothing could shake me, because I knew it was going to be really like scary walking into that room, especially with Alan, and he was there for most of them.
Wow.
And he's just like such a I've always been such a big fan. Like we used to watch 6 Feet Under on Sundays, like my whole family, my brother, my mom, and my dad.
Oh, cool.
And so I've always just like loved him so much, and then I loved True Blood, so it was scary for sure.
Wow.
And American Beauty.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
also
yeah,
did.
yeah.
So yeah, it was terrifying.
Who else is in it?
Tim Robbins, right?
Tim
Holly
Robbins plays the
Hunter.
dad, and Holly Hunter
Well, okay, let me say
plays the
something.
mom.
How are they?
They're awesome. Holly, they're both super cool. We all got so close. Like it was
my
scary,
God.
scary at first too. I
Legends.
was gonna tell you this.
Legends.
We had a table read before the table read for HBO, where we all were
A pre-table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was at like a hotel. It was like at some Four Seasons or something, and everybody was there, and there was like a bunch of food, and it was all of the kids at first in the room, like, and we were all vibing and like hanging out, and then Tim and Holly walked in, and we were all like, "Ugh," and you could just feel the energy just like shift, because we were all so nervous, and it wasn't
Right.
them, it was just us.
Yeah.
And we did this table read, and you know, you have to think everybody's terrified, even them, you know?
Yeah.
So that one I was like, I could truly get fired, because everybody was kind of being very like natural, and I was like being like loud, and I had like planned all the jokes out and stuff, and I was like, oh, I think you went a little too far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so I walked out of there like, uh-oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
But the nice thing was like even the kids right away were all texting each other like, oh, we're all gonna get fired, like it's fine. And then the next day we had but then we became like all really close, and they're so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
they're great. They like,
Do you ever do a take and go, I didn't like it, and they kept it?
yeah, for sure. I think
Every take I do is like that.
yeah, I don't
been better.
I also don't feel like I don't feel like I have like that much power on set yet, because I haven't worked all that much. So I can't be like, I'd like another one like now, you know? I don't
right.
I feel like I'm comfortable on set, and I feel like I can really ask for things if I really need them.
Yeah.
But Holly or something, like she's just such a badass. Like she's so much more than just an actor doing her job, you know? She's really just there and present for like everybody.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
good news.
Yeah, and so and Tim too. So it's not there. It's not like they have all this like they can be like, I want another one. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fine, don't worry about it. I'm good.
I do these. I'm gonna do a runner, and they go, "What do you mean?" I'm just gonna see the line like 10 times in a row.
Pick one.
those are nice.
Yeah, so I just do I do it right, and they go, "Are you good?" They go, "I."
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm like
So
crazy.
You like question yourself after every.
He comes
my-
home every time.
Dude, I did
just
ADR.
like, oh,
I did
ate it,
ADR.
I'm
I did ADR
I
for
hate
for
ADR.
my show, and I literally looked at the way I delivered a line, and I turned to everyone in the room and I go, "Why didn't you guys just say to do it again?"
Oh God.
Like I don't understand a word I'm saying. I'm so nervous. Look, they're like, "It's fine. That's how people talk."
And you're like, "It's not fine."
Yeah, people talk like a, you know what I mean, like this. You know what I mean?
Why were you doing that accent? Oh,
It's a sticker
Gudetama?
collection.
This is my iPad.
Is that
and I put
Gudetama?
stickers. I don't fucking know. Sosie.
Oh. I like that little egg.
Sosie bacon. Let me just say something, Sosie, to you, okay?
Talk to me.
I honestly, people that do this podcast are people that I know. Jordan Peele, no big deal.
I know, I listened to that one.
Yeah, no big deal.
you prep
My
yourself?
point is that I was a little nervous about this one because I don't know you, and we've had people on that freeze up, and you were absolutely fucking amazing.
Oh wow.
You really were. Like it was engaging.
Because she's my friend.
Shut up, you fucking animal.
nice beanie. We're probably gonna sell those.
No, I love you, Jenna.
I mean, isn't she
I love you.
a
She's-
freaking beastmaster?
Yeah,
though?
look at her.
How do you guys know it? How do you guys know each other?
Yeah, how did you two meet?
That's such a weird
It's
pairing.
so funny how like
week that she moved here.
Yeah, the second week I
Wow.
moved here. I
'Cause
was
of-
dating her friend for a couple months.
And then Sosie and I
And then we stayed friends. And
But
we
did
fell
you
out.
know Gilbert through that exchange or no?
I've never met her.
Well, we've never.
Once,
We
maybe?
might have met once, but I might have just seen you on the stories so much that I thought I knew you.
Yeah.
Which
So,
happened.
Jenna, you have a way though of meeting. You have a lot of really people love
Jenna
you.
is beloved.
You're
Yeah, she
beloved
is.
by so
Yeah.
many people.
Yeah.
I remember being in Khalyla when we were shooting the Love, and I was going, "Oh, Jenna's here" to David King, and David King was so excited. "Where is she?" You know, like his reaction to you was absolutely amazing.
Jenna's
so
like, okay, I'll get on the mic.
yeah.
No, I
Popped
do.
up.
I think I have amazing friends, but I'm just like I know so many good, solid ass people,
Yeah.
and I put in work to keep them around.
Yeah, and there's a lot of guys I know that just have crushes on you.
Including your brother.
My,
once
my brother
upon a
had one
time.
point. I had
Oh,
people have
that's right.
crushes on you. Yeah,
I remember one time Weeby said that he would like stop playing video games if we dated.
You know that?
oh my god, my brother.
That was his one-liner
It's so
to her.
desperate and sad.
No, but you don't understand. Like he plays video games 26 hours a day.
Yeah, so do I. So do I.
And
Yeah,
I think she was driving, and he was the back seat, and he like tapped her shoulder, and he was like, "I'd stop playing video games for you."
Oh my god.
And we were getting cupcakes at like midnight.
yeah.
One of the funniest stories that you've put up of you, Bobby, is when you were like, you were walking by the door, and you were like, "Baby, I'm gonna stop playing video games. I love you," and like you were definitely not gonna stop. Like, what was it? It cracked me up.
Wait, did he have his headset on?
Yeah, he had the headset on,
yeah,
and you were like, just like testing the waters. Like, are you mad? Are you not mad? Oh, you're not mad?
Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah. I just love it. But Sosie, I mean, let's you're a friend of the podcast, and
This
we want
was
to
a
promote
lot
your.
of
What's the
fun.
show?
We wanted to
what's the
get
show-
you before you like
what's your
blew
show?
up. and
Yeah,
became
before you
super
blew up.
famous.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would-
What's your
I love
say
it.
the show again?
Here and now.
Here and now. Is there a billboard already on Sunset or something?
Yeah,
I saw.
you saw it,
So
yeah.
you're one of the people.
Yeah,
Because I
one
saw
of
it. Because the first person I saw was that Asian guy, and I go,
Raymond Lee. Shout out to him.
Raymond Lee.
I go Raymond, and
Such a handsome devil.
Yeah, he's really handsome. But congratulations.
Thank you.
We do a thing at the end called Unhelpful Advice. You can chime in if you want to.
Okay.
But in our emails.
Unhelpful Advice with Bobby, Khalyla, and Sosie Bacon.
Hi guys, I'm a big fan from Saudi Arabia and I have a question for you guys. I am 14 years old and I'm bisexual. However, in my country, that is a crime and the punishment for it is decapitation. But I really love this guy in my class. He is so cute, very funny and nice, and I'm not sure if he has the same feelings for me. No one in my life knows I am bisexual, and this is the first time I actually speak up and say it. Wow. So I'm not sure if I should confess my love to him because if I do, he might tell other classmates and not only will make fun of me, but will probably tell the teachers, and the teachers will most likely go to the police and get some cash from selling me out. Or they might tell my family might disown me. On the other side of the spectrum, if he does have feelings of me and I end up not saying it, I would feel extremely sad and guilty about it, and I would never forgive myself for not telling him that I love him. Please, please, please help me out in this tough situation. There are some pics of me if you guys want to look, but please don't show on the screen. By the way, I really love you, Khalyla.
Aww.
14 years old.
He's 14.
All right, I mean, this is the real. This is not good. Listen, what's his name?
Don't say his
Don't say
name.
his name. Yeah.
What's his full name?
Let's just call him Panga.
Okay, we'll go with the
Panga.
Asian name for
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Let's go like the most
Larry.
standard.
Larry.
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 I was gonna say Muhammad.
Yeah.
but-
No. Larry. Listen. Number one, he doesn't know if this other kid is gay.
No.
Yeah, no.
Right. So, the odds might not be there for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
He also, even if he was, he might not even say it because of where you live, the environment,
The climate. Yeah.
and the climate in which you live. My best advice, if I was a counselor, or I would just be like, for right now, you're 14. Keep it to yourself.
Oh my god, it's such a painful thing to
So
tell
sad,
a
'cause
child.
It's like,
In a country
In
where
a
they'll
country where
decapitate him.
decapitate him, baby.
but it's sad because
It's so
he probably
sad.
cannot tell a counselor.
I'm
probably-
telling him. I'm going to tell him what. I'm just going to tell him something, okay?
It's so sad.
I know it. Let me just say something, okay? When I was growing up, all right, there was this girl named Miranda Tennis from my school.
It's an interesting name.
All right, Miranda Tennis. I met her husband, and
Oh,
we were
okay.
fine. Yeah,
It's
we're
cool
good.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, I remember I had a typewriter, and you know how those old school typewriters, you can type onto the actual black thing. So I love you, Miranda Tennis, 1,000 times on the thing if you turned it right. And I never said anything. And I had this deep crush with her. I would sit on her ass in school, and it would ache me. It would ache me. I just knew that she would just never go for me. I'm just not that. I was a small, little, impish, weaselly Korean kid with just sits on my face, and I had no skills, right? And but that angst and that it helped me. Everything that I've done after that in my 20s, doing stand-up comedy and climbing up, with all that stuff is a part of that. It gave me fuel to express myself. And when I got out of high school and I went into my adulthood, I was able to find relationships. And I am blessed to have Khalyla, and this is what, 30 years later.
Where's my "I love Khalyla" cue written on a typewriter?
It's what if when I die, okay, just hear me. When I die, and I want you to do this, okay, I want them to do an autopsy, okay, and I want to look at my heart. It's engraved onto my heart.
Wow.
I force my veins, the veins on my heart. I force them to form "I love Khalyla."
That's the seventh sense.
That's the seventh sense.
That's the seventh sense, right? And when I said that, did you see her roll her eyes? That's the kind of fucking cunt I'm fucking. That's cunt shit, right? But hey, Larry,
Hold on, we gotta help this kid out.
Larry, I don't
Larry.
want you to die,
yeah.
and I don't want you to. I don't want you to be sold out and all
Yeah.
that jazz. I would just keep it to yourself.
Move
And
to
then when
America.
you're 18,
And
come go
move.
to a country
Yeah.
where you can love freely.
And also know that you've got people here who support you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't feel like you have people there, and there's other options for later on, but don't risk it now. Because one time I had a really big crush on my brother's best friend.
yeah.
And I was a really awkward
How old are you?
awkward person. I was probably about 12 or 13, just starting to get into boys. It was not a good situation, like major awkward phase. Like
had a crush.
Nobody would have wanted that.
Yeah.
Not saying that's the situation for you
Yeah,
at all, Larry.
yeah.
I'm saying this with me. And I wrote an email to my brother's friend and said, where did I get the balls? But I said, his name was, maybe I
You say
should
his
say.
name.
First name,
His
first
name was
name.
Johnny.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Johnny, I just want to let you know, I really like you.
yeah.
And, he obviously responded and was like, hey, I don't really feel that way. And, you're my brother's you're my best friend's sister. And then, never talked to me again. And I, obviously made him really uncomfortable. And he probably, thinks back on it as, the most, humiliating cringe moment of his life. And I was so humiliated. So, if that's even an option for you, it's not worth it right now.
Yeah,
for other reasons. But also, one day you're going to fall in love with someone and they're going to fall in love with you. man or woman, and it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
won't have to go through all that
Yeah.
rejection.
But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, too, we don't want you to die.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
that's
don't
the
get
most important
decapitated.
part.
Get out of there, Larry.
I mean,
goodness.
do you believe that there are societies
believe
out there
that.
that
It's so
that's the consequences? Like in
Makes no
Nigeria,
fucking
it's like
sense.
being gay is a death sentence.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's it.
Well,
You know,
we watched it in that documentary.
Yeah.
It wasn't Nigeria though, right? It was
it was
Uganda.
Uganda,
It was
right?
Uganda.
And then what ISIS does when they see a gay, they throw them
Or a
off a fucking
child
building.
or any fucking human. That,
No, they specifically take gays, and they take them to the top of the highest building, and they just throw them off.
it's so insane.
And my friend Maz Jurani, I made a joke, and he didn't like it.
well, don't tell
Well,
it.
then don't tell the joke if he didn't like it.
If Maz did not like it,
But it made all the other comics laugh.
well,
There's some value there then.
Can I throw it out?
I mean, if you want.
so
Because we were talking about how awful that is that ISIS does that, right? And I go, how do they yell? I. When they fall. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, listen, Larry,
You know, fuck you, Sophie.
Sophie.
This is I gave you
listen,
fucking compliment.
Sophie.
How do you deal
This
when you
was
did
honestly so much fun. What were we gonna say?
when you because 13 Reasons Why became just so
Massive.
wildly successful, especially like with teenagers and stuff. Do you feel like a responsibility to like be a certain way because you have such a large like teenage fan base?
I think just like being like like what I want to be.
Like my
is-
niece in the Philippines knows you.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
she's
It's
like
that
Sky
big.
Miller.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a village.
I think like I don't know. I feel like I think what I want to just do, which is what you guys are all like on your Instagrams or whatever, is just to be like normal and real and free and like say stupid things and like not wear a bunch of makeup and take a bunch of stupid selfies. Because
Yeah.
that's just like really pushing something that I don't support at all. So that's all. I
so
think.
simple.
That's great.
But Larry,
Yeah, I know. No, we're gonna pray for you, Larry,
Yeah.
and
we got you.
we got your back. Well, what a great podcast.
Yeah, you guys
Like,
are awesome.
give her a round of applause,
Thank you
everybody.
so much for having me.
How long was that too? How long was that?
Way over an hour.
Yeah, it was
way
amazing.
over an
Thank
hour.
you guys
Amazing.
for having me. It was so
No,
much fun.
anytime.
Seriously.
Anytime you want to plug something, come.
What's your handle, by the way,
On Instagram?
or whatever
Just my
handle?
name.
Just
I don't have a
Sosie
Twitter.
Bacon. She
Yeah.
doesn't do the tweets.
I don't do the tweets.
Khalyla, any shows for Bobby Lee?
Yes, Bobby will be at the Chicago Improv February 9th, and then
Yeah.
the weekend after Irvine Improv.
Irvine.
And then Addison.
And you know
then
who might do
Arlington,
Irvine do
Virginia.
guest spots?
Who?
Just say he's not gonna do it, but he said he might. Jeremy Piven.
You guys better get those tickets and sell that out now.
But then also, what if he doesn't show up?
Well, still.
Well, you know what? I will get somebody to do
You
guest
should
spots.
host it, Guild.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You want to host it,
I might. Or George looking at me with anger eyes.
George? Can you?
I've been training.
Oh my God,
Can you
George,
do 10
a
minutes?
guest spot? No, have him do
No,
a guest spot.
let him host it.
No, I'll do a spot.
You want to do a 5-minute spot?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh
I'll give
my
you one.
God.
I'll give you one, fucker.
Let's do it.
I'm already nervous.
You've
but
been.
yes.
You've been.
Yeah.
Hold on
been.
one second.
He's
Hold
been
on one
training the
second.
whole year.
Now that we're asking everybody,
Look at this
Sosie and
guy's
Jenna,
outfit.
do you guys want to do
Make Sosie do a spot.
No. What's that?
Yes.
Do you want to do stand up?
5 minutes.
5
From a
minutes.
pack
Never
room?
done
You're
so
very
much
funny
in
when you
my
just
life.
talk.
You should try.
Just
Oh
try.
my God.
5 minutes. That's all you. That's
it.
all you
That's-
have to do.
two-
It's only 600 people.
That's one story.
I'll talk about. I don't. Oh God. That's so scary. Jenna, you
Yeah.
do it. You do
Jenna's
it.
Jenna's
done
done
it.
it.
She's
Oh,
done
you
it. We've
have?
all done.
Yeah.
It's part of the thing.
Everyone
Everyone's
does
done
it.
Yeah.
Look at her throwing the balls. She's all nervous now.
Getting anxiety thinking about it.
Oh, let's take the photo because she has an audition.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. You have an
Oh.
audition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Make sure you follow us on TigerBelly at TigerBelly, on Twitter at the TigerBelly.
Thing for MMA minute because we
Oh, do MMA man? Okay.
Ad first. I gotta take my brother to dinner.
the ad before.
Yeah.
What's open this late?
One second. Follow us on on Twitter at the TigerBelly. On emails, any questions at thetigerbelly@gmail.com. We'll be right back. Maybe with a little bit of a MMA minute. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, we're back with some MMA minutes. Wow, what the fights, guys?
Let me just say something right now, and I don't usually do these MMA minutes, but I had to participate in this particular one because it's just it gives you that fight gave me this. You don't know. You don't know who's gonna win. You become bigger fans of people when they defy the odds. And I know Stipe was the champion, but it just on paper, Ngannou just seemed like an unbeatable beast.
Yeah.
And his game
We
plan.
didn't think so. Gilbert and I got one thing right for once.
His game plan was pitch perfect.
It was, yeah. Drain the tank.
Drain the
Smart.
tank,
Smart.
and Ngannou needs to he needs to learn some things.
Basic jujitsu.
How do you think that a guy that massive could potentially have the tank required for a 5-rounder or even a 3-rounder?
I think
he can learn.
He can learn, but he just did not manage the cardio. I mean, just
Yeah.
going for bombs,
He was
kicking,
good, yeah.
chasing.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, that's like. Oh my God, that was so exciting. That was probably one of the most exciting first rounds I've ever seen.
Yeah, the first one was
A lot of
amazing.
anxiety.
That was so
yeah.
scary because, like, at any moment anybody could get knocked out, like a devastating knockout. It isn't like a hunt. It's not like a flyweight fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucking 265.
I will say though, Francis took some shots from Stipe. Those
He
clean
did.
ones. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, he
nothing.
did.
And Stipe took some shots too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so scary, that first round. But after that first round was over, and I think if there was like 30 seconds more in the first round, I think that Stipe would have
Choked
taken
him
it.
out,
Yeah.
And then DC,
Oh my God.
Daniel
Here's another thing.
Cormier.
The best.
The DC. I mean, aside from his battles with John Jones, okay, John Jones is a freak. All right,
But also a cheater.
but a cheater. Okay, I really. DC is probably he could be one of the all-time greats.
He is. Yeah, absolutely.
He is a guy who's beaten everyone in that division aside from John Jones.
And heavyweights.
He beat Anthony Rumble Johnson twice. He beat Gustafsson. He's beaten everyone in that. And then, what's it, Volkan?
Volkan, yeah.
He beat Volkan
Ozdemir.
in a way where it was just obvious. that-
Dominant, yeah.
Dominant, you know? Daniel Cormier is... I'm a huge fan.
Me too.
But I'm a bigger fan now of Miocic.
Yeah.
For what he did. What he did was like, okay...
You know why I'm a bigger fan of him? Is because he took that. Did you see that? How he took the belt from Dana White and he had his team put it around his waist.
Yeah. He
'Cause
does
I think
not like
that-
Dana.
No, because I think that he felt as though the UFC was really pushing for Francis to be the champion,
Yeah.
and he wasn't getting the respect that he deserved. And I think that he's right,
Yeah.
dude. He's knocked out the greatest. And he proved himself even more worthy.
You know,
after this Ngannou.
also it just showed all these flaws in Ngannou.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say flaws as much as it was like he didn't. Yeah, you're right.
And they're flaws.
on the
They're
ground.
flaws.
On the
Holes,
ground.
yeah,
holes.
Holes.
It's like, listen, you know, being a champion of the UFC, especially now, most of these, aside from the flyweight, I mean, you're dominant. You have Demetrius Johnson dominant, in
Killing
that.
it, yeah.
But these weight classes are stacked. They're stacked to the gills. That's usually the top 6 are like, oh, any one of them can be any one of them at any time. You know, I think that Khabib, is that his name?
Yeah.
Habib,
Habib, yeah.
Habib, he could be.
Your new guy.
He could be. I mean,
That last fight was...
to Ferguson. His next fight against Ferguson is gonna be a war.
Can't wait for that.
What is it about him that we love so much? I can't like.
I respect him because the thing is that his style is almost unbeatable. The way Edson Barboza and his kicks,
That was good too.
right?
Jeez.
But the way he knew when somebody knows their strong suits, you know what? You know, it's so funny. I can relate it to comedy. Okay? When I tell people when they audition, especially for commercials, I say, show your muscles. You're good at one or two things that you're confident in. Me, it's facial expressions, right? And timing. I know how to do those things. I'm not really good at memorizing lines or being crafty with my words, but I know what I'm good at, right? Habib knows what he's good at. He knows that once I get a hold of him,
Done.
I know exactly how to break a man down. And that right there is, it's great.
Yeah. And then
So, yeah, go ahead.
just quick thoughts. They announced Rose and
Joanna, April 7th.
2.
Yeah.
Would you guys think a
Joanna-
repeat, or do you think
I think Joanna takes this one. I think that the UFC is probably looking for a trilogy.
it would be a good trilogy? But do you think Joanna takes it?
I think
That's
Joanna
the
takes
thing.
it.
I think that Johanna not only takes it, I think, and I've been wrong obviously before,
We're all wrong. Are you? You said
but in
Rose,
this
yeah.
specific circumstance, I believe that Johanna, you know, when she fought Carla Esparza for the title, because I've seen it a million times, and her speech afterwards, I trained so hard for her. We watched tapes after tapes after tape, you know what I mean? And I don't know, because she's had so many fights back to back, right? Now she has this long break. She's no longer champion, so she has that pain. And I think that she is going to train 10 times harder than she's ever trained for anyone for this next fight.
But to be clear, we do not think Rose can do it either. We love Rose. We've always loved Rose.
Oh, I love
From
Rose.
the very, very beginning. I think in like episode 4 of this podcast, I said that she was going to be champion someday.
But Rose came up so high in my books that she is a real contender. She's the champion.
She's a worthy champion.
She's a worthy champion.
And I think that it could go either way, but I think that I would give the edge to Joanna just because she has the pressure of not being a champion off of her now.
Yeah.
What happened to that other girl I used to like, that Scottish chick?
Oh,
she fought
Joanne
120
Calderwood.
Yeah, Calderwood. She went
Calderwood's
125.
so good. She's a beast, but
her career just
her
didn't.
career is
Hold
like
on,
in the
that's because
shithead.
her last fight was at 125.
25 before that, she changed camps. Her boyfriend broke up with her long term. There was all
And
this
then
stuff.
like there was some like money problems where like she couldn't.
Yeah, Calderwood.
couldn't
Calderwood, you have the skills to
She's
be
a great
something.
boxer.
You have a good face. No, marketability. You think, yeah, Rose Namajunas, she has a good face.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, but
It's about marketability.
And she also has a country behind her, Scotland.
Yeah.
how about she's just a fucking badass chick and
That
she
too.
fucking knows how to fight? Doesn't matter what your face is. Look at Cyborg.
I don't know if I'd like Luke Rockhold if he didn't have that face.
Yeah, man.
What?
Talk about Luke all the time. You want to sit on his face.
Yeah, but he's not my favorite fighter.
I know, but you would still let him eat your fucking pussy.
Yeah.
I let you eat my pussy. You don't think I'd let anyone eat my pussy? Anyone can eat my pussy.
It's like Taco Bell,
good.
open
I gotta go.
24/7.
Bye,
I gotta
guys.
go.
All right, guys. Bye. See you guys soon. Oh, wait. Before
Abrupt ending.
I still have some of you who made it to the end. I already told you what our social media handles are. Make sure you follow Khalyla on all social media, Calamity K, George on
George_Kimmel.
Any announcements I should mention, George?
Just remind them if they want great food, go to blueapron.com/belly.
Yeah, if you guys want great food, go to blueapron.com/belly. And Khalyla, why was I going to ask you? Oh, I forgot. Oh, what is our P.O. box?
Oh, 1626 North Wilcox.
Anyone?
No. What, Wilcox Avenue?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Hey, guys, we don't know what our P.O. box is.
1626 North Wilcox Avenue, number 161, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Yes, you can send any packages there. Just make sure you address them to TigerBelly and with the attention to whatever specific person, such as Bobby, Khalyla, George, or myself, or Bryce, the realist. Guys, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Kaya kapag nitulog mo Syukulog mo na iye Sukot yung gawin ko mo Pagkaki Syukumula ka